But here's my thing. I'm with basement. Why would you want to clean it off?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the most
Well,
personalized
that's what I'm
PS5
saying.
on the planet.
It's
Right, but
precious.
that's what I'm saying. Like if it bothers you, then it's totally fucking cleanable. But if not, exactly why? Like your
Well,
kids drew that stuff. Why would you want to?
Well, hey, that's something we could talk about right there.
Let's talk about it. We're live. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Hey,
are
hi
we?
everybody.
I don't know if anybody's in the
I
chat.
don't see anything. I don't see anything live.
There we go.
The Afterbirth.
With 10 walls.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ! I think he just exploded in himself. Jesus Christ! What are you on? Jesus.
Everything.
Guys.
What's up, Alpha
I'm not
Jargon?
on anything. I'm just this is fucking hilarious. So sorry. I can't. When I get to fucking rolling,
You get fucking loud even when you're not rolling.
I've always been a loud laugher. I can't help it.
Why does it say happy
You're a loud
birthday?
talker.
I can't help
Good
that.
question.
That's military. That's always going to be a thing. What's that?
Happy birthday. What?
Happy birthday to
Yeah,
you.
This is what we used for the last birthday stream.
It's nobody's fucking birthday.
It's everybody's birthday.
Oh my god, I love that you used Tim Wall's fucking picture.
That's what I was laughing
And
at.
the fucking expression on his fucking face is, I just shit myself.
Oh my god, that's
Now,
my
what was
governor,
that?
guys.
What, so Gina, what were you talking about, Gina? Before we got on
I
here?
don't remember.
Tim Wall. She wants the tornadoes to kill. She wants tornadoes to kill Tim Wall's family.
I do not.
I remember exactly what she was saying.
Oh my god.
She's like,
that
and
is not
she's like, yeah, and the kids too.
So
That is
for
not
everybody,
what I said.
hold on. I'm going to give everybody the context of what is going on. So there are tornadoes going on in Minnesota. Okay, so the mayor lives in Minneapolis. That's where the St.
No,
Paul's,
the
Twin
governor.
Cities.
The
Well,
governor.
the governor.
Governor. Yeah.
Sorry,
Governor?
What did they say?
I don't
You
know.
said the mayor.
The
Mayor.
mayor.
Well, the
Well,
mayor
there's a
lives in
mayor.
Every
Minneapolis.
town
There's a
has
mayor.
its own fucking
So-
mayor, okay?
But the governor, Tim Walz,
Mayor
and
McCheese.
he is like, I just want him to die. And it's I'm like, so
Yeah.
well,
I did not
actually, it was
say
me.
I-
Oh, man.
It was me that said it. I said, well,
I hope he burns in hell. Is what she said
She
after.
just wants.
All I
I said,
said-
so that mansion, they got to destroy the mansion. And I said, y'all do realize by saying that you want the governor's mansion destroyed. It's essentially you're destroying your house because you actually pay for what he lives in.
Yeah.
That's what
But
fucking
then
house
she
insurance is for, bro.
said, well, I want his house that he lives in.
Yeah.
Besides that,
Yeah, his
one,
regular
he just-
house.
Like she wanted
regular house.
she wanted the kids
Take it
dead,
all.
and then she started speaking in
God.
fucking infernal.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Yep.
Jesus
But
Christ.
no,
I'm
she-
having issues
You're
getting
gonna-
the window
you
size
know what's
right.
gonna happen?
I'm having
You're gonna
problems
get the
here.
fucking
Okay.
BCA
I
at my
can
goddamn
see.
door. Shut up.
It's because
So
I just
that's the
activated
context.
my other monitor.
Uh-huh. So
That
then
is-
everything changed because it's bigger, right?
So that is the context of what we are doing, or what we were talking about, and then
Afterbirth,
what
am
were
I
we
right?
talking about after that?
A
What was
picture,
I-
a picture pops up on my timeline of somebody's PS5 who had been drawn on by a child with crayon. One, a crayon is super fucking easy to clean off of everything.
But why would you care?
It's like, yeah, the caption for it is, what would your reaction be if you came home and found this?
If Wendy came home and drew on that, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do?
It's a PS
Bella
fucking
used-
5. Pop the cover off and clean it if it bothers you. Otherwise, you have the most
Bella-
customized and the most personalized PS5 on the fucking planet.
Mhm.
Yeah, my child, when she was like 2 or 3, used to draw on our walls with permanent marker no matter what the
Oh
fuck
man, bat is what she's getting.
That's not Wendy's written on the
they did. Well,
wall.
yeah,
With pen.
but even that, like
That's
magic
still pretty
eraser and fucking magic eraser and fucking rubbing alcohol took it right fucking off. Like,
Well, when she does it on her just everywhere, This kid fucking was drawing. I mean, she wrote on my walls out in the playroom.
Dude, for real, like,
yeah.
Elle did the same shit, man. Like, and
Well,
I've yelled at Austin so many fucking times because she would get a hold of permanent markers, and I'm like, fucking hide the permanent markers from your little sister. Like,
right, but the thing is, I think Wendy was doing it because she was mimicking the teacher, because they wrote on the whiteboard.
I see what you mean.
So they're thinking, like, she did it with marker too. I'm like, why are you? Because my teacher does. I didn't think. Well, it's not going to erase.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah,
that
no, Belle just did it because pretty.
I put
the first time Wendy did it was because Trinity did it.
Yeah.
I'd put a belt down, a hammer, and a wrench, and say pick one.
The thing is, like, when Belle did it, she was literally like 2 years old, 3 years old. So like,
of course.
Come on, what are you gonna do?
Kids are gonna do that, and it's gonna happen. But I mean, you got to get that. That's where I would say I would like tell Wendy, I said, stop doing that because it costs fucking money to fix it. It's not like it's.
So
and she's like, "What money?"
More recently, she decided to take some of her kids' lip gloss and write on her ceiling.
Oh, that is worse, honestly, than permanent marker, because that lip gloss will not fucking come
That's what you
off.
do.
Like, that shit just spreads because of the oil in it.
As the only person without kids, this is what you do. You give the kid a salary, and when they do something stupid like that, it's like, well, it's going to have to come out of your fucking money. And you give them, like, $5 a month or something. Then, oh, it's all gone because you decided to be a dumb asshole. There's a learning lesson. Now you're not going to get that Tamagotchi. I don't care what age. I know that's like fucking 30 years ago. You're not going to get that Labubu.
What was I talking about?
Oh my god, Belle's obsessed with the fucking Labubus now. They're $24 for a fucking keychain. I told her, I don't care how fucking
that's just where you need to take it out of, she give her allowance and take it away.
No, unless grandma buys her one of those things, she ain't getting it from me. Like,
put her in
debt. But it also depends.
It
depends if she's looking at one of the small ones or one of the big ones.
No, actually, you know what? The big ones are actually cheaper than the fucking, like, the keychain ones are $24, but the bigger ones are
Gina, they're all keychains. Every one of them are keychains. Even the big ones. The ones that are like this big, they're also keychains.
What the fuck?
Anything can be a keychain if you put a keychain on it. We're talking, JP, just get a shotgun.
You fucking, no, she showed me those things today, and I'm like, those are literally the creepiest fucking shit that I've seen since Furbies. Like, that's creepy.
That's the intention. That's the intention behind them.
Oh my god, little Japanese fucking toys.
It's kawaii. Honestly.
Just get shot.
I would. You remember the video? Does anybody remember the video game? I think it was called Time Cop or something. Like, I don't know. The one where you had the gun in the arcade. House of the Dead.
I believe that was Time Cop. Yeah.
House of the Dead. That one. I just replaced it with a bunch of like weird Asian cringe that pops out instead of zombies. It's like, oh, that's kawaii, and they do the fucking hands under the chin, and all of a sudden the K-pop band shows up. You gotta murder them.
What we're talking about it for? I don't get it.
Because
Gina was having a meltdown.
It's like stupidly topical for young kids.
You're so fucking
Nobody else is gonna get it or want it.
I've never seen those before.
Well, welcome to the world
I
of.
told my mom, because my mom was like, looking at them because Belle's birthday's coming up or whatever. My mom's been looking for something, and Belle mentioned that she liked those things. And I told my mom, I'm like, you do realize this is going to be yet another thing that she is into for like a week, and then they're just going to go right in the pile with the rest of her fucking toys.
Unless you never open them, and then they could be treasures forever.
Yeah, right. You're talking about a
only lasts for so long.
13-year-old girl with autism. She's gonna open it.
You're talking to a. Oh my god, I'm almost 40 now. I think I'm gonna kill myself before I reach 40.
don't do that. No, don't.
It just sings it too. Don't do that.
Forever Young is the song I'll play.
That's fucking dark, man.
No,
Yeah.
So
is.
let me see. Let me see.
Alright,
So,
bye, guys.
something we. Y'all watch cartoons, right?
I don't know which cartoon.
Not particularly.
Why am I hearing myself?
Hey, growing up as kids.
Basement, it's only you. You are the only one that has the feedback.
Only if I talk loud.
You.
Do I talk loud and something happens? No, I guess I don't know. Fucking.
You don't have feedback anymore. No.
Here's some feedback. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Here's some
My
feedback.
personal feedback.
Lick my ass, jackass.
I don't know. What was somebody saying before this? What's up, Joe Compton? How are you doing on this wonderful
Hey.
It is morning, I guess.
It is morning, I guess.
Technically, yes. I'm just hoping it's
I'm
not as
just
hot
shitty.
tomorrow.
All right, here we go. Top 10
Big titty bitches.
Terrifying fucking
100 greatest
stories.
cartoons of all time by according to IMDb. Now, keep in mind, popular cartoons, it's a subjective thing. Still, number 10, the number 10, Teen Titans.
Never saw it.
This is not Teen Titan Go.
I don't watch anything that has the title teen in it. I've been
Even
down
when you
a
were a teen, dumbass, 'cause
dangerous
that's
Even
rabbit
when you
hole.
were a teen, well, these
No.
are of all
I only
time.
watched adult movies. It, Gina, you know.
Yeah.
I was
he
out the.
traumatized
I was.
as a child.
I was rated R only.
Yeah. His dad, his father thought it would be a good idea.
You want to watch Pumpkinhead, boy? I was just like, pop off the nipple. Yes, Dad.
Number 9, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh,
Not
great.
that version of it.
The 2012 to
2017.
2017.
This was
Ew,
made by some
no.
retarded millennial.
Batman Beyond.
Trek would agree with that one.
But what's beyond Batman?
Oh, fuck.
What's beyond Batman?
Mhm.
Robin.
Throbbing.
That was number 8. Number 7, The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah, no.
I mean, none of these are going to appeal to
Robin,
us. We're all old as fucking dirt.
The Justice League from 2001 to 2004. I remember the Justice League as a kid.
I was 38 then,
In 2001?
mentally.
He's being.
I was 38.
Mentally. I was 38 mentally.
No, I was 28.
Basement's always been a old man.
In 2001, I was 28.
I was
Did you watch
17.
Teen Titans Go?
Or no, I'm sorry. I was 28.
That was like one.
Number 5, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's, I mean, I
Like the
remember
original?
Scooby-Doo. I remember Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Doo was like, realistically, it's a terrible show because
Of course.
because it was like there was
Where are you?
they had the same formula and it was just it's a different setting, different drawings, but it's like the first person we meet is going to be the person behind the mask at the end. Just so you know, I mean, spoiler for anybody that's looking to get into Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Well, that's why the original was the best. Because when you were watching the original one from the 60s and 70s.
Oh no, you still got the.
Yeah, but you were too young to grasp it.
Not
Then
me.
the last name of it.
You were
Mr.
dumb as fuck and didn't understand.
Mr. Miller was the bad guy. Number 4, Total Drama.
Never even heard of it.
I don't know
Never
what the
even
fuck
heard of
that
that.
is. Sounds fucking shit.
2007 to 2014. Number
That
3,
explains why we never heard of it.
Avatar,
The
The
Last
Last
Herb.
Airbender.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good cartoon.
Number 2, Samurai Jack.
Never watched it, but I heard good things. I bet it's not.
The freaking theme song slapped for that.
Probably.
I love that term, slap.
Because I'm a wife beater.
And the number one 100 greatest of 100 greatest.
Anyway.
The greatest according to IMDb is Batman the animated series.
What's
Actually,
your
agree with
favorite cartoon? Everybody here?
So
My favorite cartoon growing up was Pound Puppies.
That could be a gay
My
porno.
favorite. My
Tom Puppies
favorite
was a
was.
thing.
My favorite was actually fucking gummy bears.
So I will say I
Gummy
remember
bears.
all of them because I had a little brother, y'all's age,
Yeah.
and he watched that shit.
You didn't watch
My little
cartoons when you were a
brother,
kid?
Joey, he watched that shit.
Like the original Bugs Bunny or the original Mickey Mouse?
The reruns for
I
it, the Looney Tunes
did, I
reruns, yes,
did.
every
So
Saturday.
that's when I was growing up, cartoons were an actual thing.
Well, they're still a thing.
I remember I'm Just a Bill when those first came out.
Oh, yeah.
I was a
that's right.
7-year-old kid when those came out. So I
JP
remember
aging himself.
I am
He's
I
old.
am myself. I'm that old.
He's old as fuck.
Aren't we
I
all?
remember those. They were so good, but that's back when cartoons were allowed to just be cartoons and not something.
You know what?
Well, in our era, cartoons were allowed to be cartoons.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a newer era.
I know, but
I
when
actually
I was a kid, is all I'm saying.
I actually take back what I said, and instead of the gummy bears, I'm actually just gonna say go with Garfield and Friends because it was Looney Tunes and Garfield.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
go with
that one too.
I'm gonna go with X-Men '98.
I also loved Muppet Babies.
As like a little kid, then it would have been like
We had to watch that.
we had the
That was one
Smoggies.
of
Did you guys have the
Joe's favorite
Smoggies?
fucking
So good.
shows, man.
It was not
Fucking
good.
Muppet
Yeah, I
Babies.
remember the Smoggies. Mine was either fucking Tailspin.
Tailspin's great.
Tailspin.
Tailspin's great. Darkwing Duck, really good. Rescue Rangers, really good.
Yeah.
Yes, Chip and Dale's Rescue
Mhm.
Rangers.
So the cartoon with Scrooge McDuck and the
The
Three
kids,
Nephews,
yeah, that was great.
I remember watching that.
That was great.
DuckTales?
I don't know
No.
if it was I don't know what it's called anymore. But it was
Actually, yeah. What? No.
he whatever it was, he'd dive into the fucking gold and swim in it like it was water.
Yeah, DuckTales.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fucking DuckTales.
Yeah.
oh. You have to
I
do
was
it.
wondering when everybody was gonna
You
get
have
down
to do
that
it.
fucking basement.
Actually-
fucking basement.
Alpha says
actually-
SpongeBob was, and I can see that. I think the
I
generation.
hated that fucking show.
I actually think it was like
I-
clever.
You know what
it's
other-
it's cleverly written. SpongeBob is cleverly written.
Now
Okay.
that
Oh, yeah.
now that my kids
It's great.
now that my kids don't watch it all of the time, I can like find humor in it. But when they were watching it non-fucking stop, it was the most
Oh, God, the
annoying
fucking laugh.
shit.
Okay.
I wanted to shoot him every time he fucking laughed.
Okay.
Oh
First
my
of all,
God.
you compare SpongeBob to something like fucking Miss Rachel. Come on,
Oh, it's 100 times better than Miss Rachel.
Miss
yes.
Rachel's a
However,
YouTube
Miss
dumpster
Rachel
fire.
is for babies.
Okay, well
SpongeBob
then
is not.
you compare SpongeBob to Paw Patrol.
Well,
SpongeBob
I don't
10
know.
times
I
out of 10.
don't really agree with that either because like you're also talking about just regular cartoon versus like like
think
Miss
the
Rachel and
days-
SpongeBob.
Well, I'm talking about like I
Or
guess like what's
Miss
the
Rachel and Paw Patrol.
Are we
more, like,
comparing
learning.
SpongeBob to Simpsons then? Because Simpsons is not necessarily. I think SpongeBob is a bit younger.
Okay, I'm gonna catch heat for this. I don't give a shit. I never really.
You
cared for
piece of
Simpsons.
shit.
Like, not a huge
I-
Simpsons fan at all.
No, The
I
Simpsons
wasn't a-
had
I didn't.
The Simpsons
I
had
hung
a
in
really
for the
good
first
run.
3 seasons. After that, I couldn't watch it anymore.
I didn't care for The Simpsons.
Oh man, The Simpsons has like a 9-season run that is really good, and it's good for like
I
it's
know
it,
that I went more towards Futurama.
Futurama
I know
is
it's made by
better.
the same people, but
Fu-
Futurama held my attention a little better than
Futurama's a better show for me than Simpsons. But
Futurama
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
caught my
yeah.
attention because I was wondering what the fucking one-eyed chick looked like naked.
how old were you?
When was it made?
Futurama.
Like 2006 or something, or
I
8.
was 20. I was in my 20s.
I was 30 years old and I want to fuck that Cyclops.
Hey, I'm a human fucking being.
That doesn't excuse
No, first episode was March 20th.
I'm a human being. I want to fuck a
I was
cartoon.
26 when that came out. I didn't really watch it.
I mean, it didn't hurt that it was fucking what's her
Comedy
face?
Central adult humor. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the,
I watched
Peggy Bundy.
maybe I caught an episode here and there, but I never sat and watched the show.
It didn't hurt that it was Peggy Bundy. Come on.
Yes, it was. They even did an entire
Katie's girl?
episode where she turned into Peggy and married Al.
Dude, she is still hot as shit, man. Like her when she was in Sons of Anarchy, Gemma.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
So you know, and I'll say this right now because Married with Children. The only reason I watched that show is because I wanted to know what
Yeah,
does
I know.
Katie Seagal's boobs look like.
This guy,
I'm a boob guy.
he's like, everything I watch is because I want to either fuck it or see it.
That's all I cared about is boobs, man. I'm sorry. It's weird, but they're soft and just you can play
You know
with
what,
them.
though?
It's so fun. Watching them fuckers
Katie
jiggle.
Seagal.
Meanwhile, you just hold on to mine like they're a
Kate.
stress ball.
I do because
Katie-
sometimes I get stressed.
Katie Seagal, like she still has a good rack.
Gorgeous.
Like she's old now, but like she does still have a good rack.
Yeah, Katie Seagal, she's in her 60s.
I'd bang her. I don't give a shit.
She's beautiful, like absolutely stunningly.
We were
gorgeous.
talking about
I
it last
loved
night
her as
after we
Gemma.
got. We were talking about last night after we got off the stream.
She's
that
71.
fucking Dame Helen Mirren, most of us would bang still.
Yeah, I'd bang the
this day.
dust out of her.
So, you know what's great about Ed O'Neill is Al Bundy.
I'd bang him.
I don't think there's a single person on this planet that basement wouldn't fucking bang at this point. Jesus Christ.
It's been that long for him.
You poor man.
And you saw his statue, so you understand why.
Yeah, you see the
If
statue.
you ever paid attention to Ed O'Neill and his movies that he's made, so his is complete opposite of what he was as a character on Married with Children.
The thing is, his career died. It lived and died with that show until he came back in Modern Family.
He was he's pretty popular.
He's a no. He's a better actor than what he was pigeonholed into. Because that's exactly what happened.
But he's so Dutch. Great movie. You ever seen him? I fucking love that
Oh
movie.
my god. That's literally one of my favorite movies of all time. That movie's so great.
He has to go get this wife. Have you ever seen a Basement?
Yeah, but it's been so
Where
long.
he's like
Yeah, he has to go get his stepson.
He goes and gets him from boarding school or this prep school or whatever, and his mom couldn't go get him. He's supposed to go with his dad, who's this rich hoity-toity guy or whatever. So this kid always got what he wanted, and he ended up. Ed O'Neill played this character. He went to get him, and he had some. Didn't he have some adventures on the way there, or is it just on the way?
Well, what kind of road
it's
trip
just on the way
does
back.
not have adventures on the way?
Mhm.
I don't think
It's
he
just on
had.
the way back. It's because the kid like hated him, and didn't want him to be with his mom or whatever. So like the kid was purposely trying to sabotage him
And then in the end,
at
he's
the
like,
beginning,
Dutch is
and then
pretty
it just
cool.
And then when he picked up the 2 hookers, that was so
oh my god, that was pretty fucking.
it was great.
Thundercats, I never
The
watched.
funnier thing about Ed O'Neill is he could literally whip Jason Momoa's ass in Taekwondo because he's a black belt.
Right.
Yeah.
So another movie, one of the, for me, Little Giants.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love Little
I'm
Giants.
surprised you like
That's
anything
one
that
of my
starts with
favorites.
little. To be honest.
You're
Fuck,
right.
it's just what the fuck.
He hates
So-
midgets.
Because the little
So he
refers to
played-
children, not
So
midgets.
he
Yeah.
played. What I mean by that is he played the exact opposite character of what he did. He was a successful car salesman who won Heisman's and all that shit. That character was tailored. he
He's
was
the
really
opposite
good.
of Al Bundy, basically.
The other character, I think he played a great Coach. I think he could have done what Craig T. Nelson did in Coach.
I don't really care for Craig T. Nelson.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Ed O'Neill could do that part.
For sure. I think
Absolutely.
a fucking block of wood could do that part better than Craig T. Nelson.
Well, they did have a block of wood in that show.
Jerry Van Dyke.
Free the
That was
Dykes.
actually a good show. I used to watch that show. I did like the storyline that they had with the Coach. It was pretty cool. The storyline itself, but the show, yeah, there was funny moments, but like the
It was your
tall,
typical.
dumb assistant coach,
Yeah, that was the block of wood.
Kevin Fagerbakke was his name. He's big, tall, fucking
Blonde with a bowl
Norwegian.
cut.
He-Man.
Yeah, we had some pretty good shows, but Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That-
I love
Okay, you know
Sabrina a
what?
lot.
The fucking cat. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but the
that
cat,
did annoy me.
the cat needed to die.
Salem.
Yeah, it was
What do you
just,
have against Salem?
it was
Goddamn.
so fucking fake. It just killed me every time I saw it. I can see his,
No.
yeah, I know. I
It
know,
was
but like,
strictly early animatronic.
but it was just, it looked terrible.
It was extremely puppet.
No, basement. You thought that the cat was real?
No, I thought the cat was terribly done. I knew the cat wasn't real, but my God, he's fucking chopsticks for arms. Fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Right.
You
And
could
he'd
even
stand there
you
and
could
he'd
even
do this
see
when he
it
was
sometimes when they put up the fucking chopstick arms. Terrible. Also, fuck that show because my sister made me watch it.
talking. No, but I was just saying. So some of the
I feel
shows
like
that
Basement never get to watch anything by himself.
No, I didn't.
No, he did.
His dad.
It was either fucking gay ass teen girl dramas or it was like rated R horror violence. The rated R horror
Oh.
violence stuff was great.
Michael
In
J.
comparison.
Fox.
Sorry, JP. I was just gonna say seriously though, the next time that you see your sister Basement, please give her a high five for me for fucking
No,
doing what she did to you with the fucking red balloon. That was fucking great.
I don't give her something right. The fucking straight right to the face. This is for Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
So my what was I gonna say?
No idea. I'm not a mind reader.
Gina, what were
You were gonna say something completely different than anything she was talking about. That's for sure.
I was gonna be on the same lines as shows. Oh, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Where do you think Michael J. Fox got his start?
Family Ties.
It wasn't Back to the Future. Back to the Future and Teen Wolf made him big at the time. But he did a show called Family Ties.
I was gonna say Shake Shack.
This is before we knew that.
Fucking
I didn't-
Basement.
You know how old he was when he did that show?
What show?
Family Ties.
Family Ties.
He was a young actor, but you know what? Michael J. Fox, he is an actor that I wish we got before he before what happened to happen. I actually think he had like great comedic timing,
Oh God, yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
good in like different. I think he could have had a much more. I think he could have still been in movies now. I didn't know he still is, but it's just like you can't ignore the what's going on.
Dude, Philly just said in the chat, Inspector Gadget. I fucking loved Inspector
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Gadget.
I hated the
used
way
to
his
watch
face looked, to be honest.
So Tubi, I have Tubi, and I watched that show. I have my little brother Joe. He stayed here, and I had put on like cartoons from Gem was on there.
That was such a
Yeah,
weird.
like-
It was such a weird show because you had the claw that we never saw, right? And then you had Inspector Gadget, who was like a creepy. Well, he's not creepy. Okay, well, he's kind of creepy.
He
He's
was
like
a
a
cyborg.
fucking middle-aged cyborg with that big old plump ball sack of a nose.
And
And
sounded
his-
like fucking Agent 99.
And for some reason, his best friend was a fucking 7-year-old girl.
It was his niece.
It was his niece.
Oh,
And her dog.
creepy.
The first time that fucking Philly came over here, Bella was still pretty young yet, and she had never seen DuckTales.
Ooh.
So we spent almost the entire fucking week that he was here watching DuckTales.
Ooh.
Fucking faced it. Woohoo.
You can't say DuckTales and not
Woo.
do the woohoo. Like, you have to do the woohoo. It's required. You have to do the woohoo.
I'm telling you.
Fucking A.
DuckTales is a great show.
DuckTales was.
I
fucking
didn't.
awesome.
It was all right. I didn't care for it.
Because you were too old by the time.
I was young when
Yeah.
that.
You were past your woohoo years.
I
That's
was.
the problem.
Ah! When did that?
Uh,
Hold on.
You're past
Hold on.
woohoo years.
Darkwing Duck,
it was
let's
late
get
80s
dangerous.
Into the mid-90s.
Darkwing Duck.
I hated that show.
Dick Tales,
I
really?
can't.
Dick, you're gonna find something completely different.
Yes, you are.
And it
I-
isn't, it isn't gonna be followed by woohoo. I can tell you that. Dick
Well, it's gonna be followed
Tales.
by woohoo, just not the same.
Ooh.
It premiered in 1987, so I was 15.
I was one.
I was 14.
I was 48.
I was 4.
I was one.
What is
About
four?
to be 2.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Jesus
freshman.
Christ, you old as shit.
No, I was a sophomore in high school when this started. I was a sophomore in high school, so that's probably why I didn't watch it. I was more into other things by that point. That's
You
when
know
I
what they
started.
were.
I was into boobies then.
And that's where it began.
That's
I can't believe we all forgot about Tailspin.
Tailspin was great.
Oh my god. Well, I said Tailspin earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Or did you say the Rescue
You were
Rangers?
like,
Sure.
no, I said
Stolen valor.
Tailspin, and then I said Tailspin, and then Basement was like, oh, Tailspin was fucking great, and Rescue Rangers, and blah, blah, blah. and he started
No,
going
that
off
never
on
happened.
This whole tangent. Yes, it
When I
did.
said Rescue Ranger, I did not say Tailspin.
Oh my
he didn't.
God.
He said Ducktales.
Ooh.
I said Tailspin.
There was no Tailspin, I can tell you.
Oh,
No Tailspin was
God.
mentioned.
You
guys
may
don't
have.
listen to me.
It's okay.
Check
It's
the
not
tape.
that big.
Check the
You
tape.
listen to me.
Check the tape.
Oh, another
Yeah,
show
check-
we all
check-
forgot
Check the
about.
tape.
Another show we all forgot about that was in reruns by the time we were born. Shirt Tails.
What the hell is that?
I used to watch that.
Tails.
Shirt
Oh, I
Tails?
remember that show. They were a big toy when I was a little kid.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
Are you saying
they
Shirt
were
Tails?
basically Care Bears wearing T-shirts.
Mhm. There was a panda.
The fucking Christ is this shit?
I've never heard of it.
Shirt Tails? This is like fucking. This is the homeless version of Care Bears.
Nope, there was a panda, a tiger, an orangutan,
Oh, I
a
hate that.
mole, and a rabbit.
Shirt Tails. That
It ended. Its first episode was in 1982, and it ended in 1984.
There was a
Christ.
Well, it
panda.
must have been good then.
I was dead at that point.
The chimpanzee was.
I mean, not alive. Not born. Shirt
here.
Where were
tails.
you fucking born, basement?
Raccoon.
Jesus
Wasn't there a
Christ.
raccoon?
Jason Bourne.
Raccoon was the leader, wasn't he?
No, it was Panda.
Was it? I thought it was like they had like first names like Peter the Panda or Pamela the Panda, Ricky the Raccoon, the Kangaroo. That probably Katie the Kangaroo. They had.
This sounds gay.
It was
It was the 80s. What do you fucking expect?
I
True.
I want it to be more gay.
animated King of the Hill.
Well,
Loved
just
King of the
'cause-
Hill.
I'm not a
Alright.
King of the Hill fan. I need to rewatch, but I also
Oh,
don't
God,
want
I
to.
mean,
Recess.
now that I'm older, I can appreciate King of the Hill much more than I did when it first came out.
I also don't know if I'd
It
appreciate it
fucking,
enough or care.
guys, I don't know about you guys, but like when I was a teenager, I would sit there and watch fucking Rugrats and Hey Arnold and Doug.
I hate.
I
First
I
of
watched
all,
Doug a lot,
Do you
yeah.
want? Okay, since we're on Nickelodeon, do you want to know what shows?
I love Doug.
Do you want to know what shows I hated?
all of them.
My most hated show was Ren and Stimpy.
I
I
can only
I
take
love
so
Ren and
much time
Stimpy.
before the episode got to be like, come on. can we move
I
on?
okay. I don't like Ren and Stimpy. Don't like Beavis and Butthead. Don't like
I like Beavis and Butthead.
Rugrats. Was a fucking show that everybody was in love with. I'm like, why? The dumbass fucking baby
I
and a
liked it.
couple other assholes.
Oh,
Rugrats.
God. I Googled animated series of the 90s. You want to hear what this is showing me?
Do do do.
The ones that have not been mentioned. Johnny Bravo.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Austin used to watch Johnny Bravo.
King of the Hill.
Why?
God damn it, Bobby.
Mother fucking Street Sharks.
I remember that.
You know, I might have seen one episode of it.
Uh,
It was like a wannabe
Never
Teenage
seen
Mutant
it.
Ninja Turtles.
It was. It
Yeah.
really, really fucking was. Tiny Toons.
No, I don't recall.
I
It
remember
was
Tiny
Looney
Toons.
Tunes as babies.
I
Yeah,
don't like. I
like-
don't like babies.
Baby Bugs Bunny.
Hey
I,
Arnold.
I
Football
love Hey Arnold.
head. Football head.
so there was one. Do you remember Bobby's World?
Yep, I
No.
do. I do.
My name is Bobby, and I'm 4 years old.
Bobby's World was with the what's the guy that has like gloves on all the time now?
Yeah, it's Howie Mandel.
There you go. Yeah, Howie Mandel, and Bobby was pretty much like what Hey Arnold turned into, because he also had a football head, and he used to ride around on his tricycle at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing about Howie Mandel is he was actually pretty funny at one time.
Yeah.
That's before he started fucking kids.
And a show that I still quote every once in a while, Ed, and Eddie.
I never watched
Austin
it.
fucking
Yes.
loved Ed, and Eddie.
There's
He
this one,
loved them.
there is one episode where where Double D is freaking out over something, and Ed is standing there watching him. Eddie pops up out of nowhere. Ed turns around, and looks at me, and he goes, "Where the heck did you come from?" And Eddie shoots back at him with, "Blame my parents."
So I don't understand why they had to change and goes Ed with 2 D's and then Eddie. I
Or else
get
how would you
Eddie,
know that they're not different characters?
But
Well, because all of their names was Ed, but like they were all spelled differently.
Alpha says, does anybody remember Rocco's Modern Life? Yes.
Fucking course I do.
Yeah,
What
I
I
remember.
you know what
Yeah.
you know what I would laugh.
It was
at
the
in
Ren
this
and
show?
Stimpy art style, but it was
If
better
you know what I
for
would
me.
laugh at in this show, if everybody called, they all answered to Ed, but the parent or whoever would be like, I would find that funny, but I don't. I seen maybe an episode here and there of Ed, and Eddie. I never really.
Austin liked that show, and then he loved Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron
So
was actually not bad.
So I really loved
For 3D.
He-Man. When growing up for me, it was He-Man, Transformers, and GI Joe.
Where's the representation?
Oh, I got it here for you. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Just fucking with you.
Space Ghost was turned into which it was a cartoon. They were part of the DC Comics.
I don't know what the fuck you guys talking about anymore.
Wait, Space Ghost?
Space Ghost
I've
Coast
never-
to Coast? Never heard
I've
of it.
never heard of
No.
Space Ghost.
It was.
I mean, it
Space
sounds
Ghost
cool
was
as
a
shit.
1960s superhero that was also along with Birdman and all of them. They took him during the Adult Swim era and turned him into a late night talk show host.
Like Johnny Carson.
Yes.
It's kind
And he'd have on guests. And he would talk, and he'd have the two twins or whatever. It is weird. Fucking.
It's enticing me.
It was
It's
a lot
funny.
like Star Trek turned into a cartoon with a superhero.
It's
Instead of-
here.
Did anybody?
We would do
Did
those. We would watch those episodes sitting at a bar.
Did anybody ever actually watch Gummy Bears? Because that was legit.
Gummy
I never
bears
heard it.
bouncing
So-
here and there and everywhere.
So many,
We are
like,
the
so
gummy
many
bears. It
people-
was terrible. I'm not
What?
kidding.
Fucking basement
no,
knows
like
the
so
fucking
many
things.
people. So many people like they didn't know what I was talking about because like
Yeah,
when
it
I
was
was
like the
younger,
Down
I was,
syndrome
when
Care
we were
Bears.
talking about it. You shut
It
up.
was.
Yeah. Gummy
sounds like it.
bears bouncing here.
I love the gummy
and
bears.
everywhere.
And then the other one was that I watched all the time.
I'm surprised you didn't love
What's the name
Sesame
of your-
Street.
Actually, watched Sesame Street too. Who didn't back then?
For a
But,
completely different reason.
I used to skip school to watch.
Who remembers Cow and Chicken?
I know of it.
I remember Cow and Chicken.
I-
I hated
so,
it.
Well,
I
Cowboy
was major by the
Bebop
time
is
that came
not.
out.
Cowboy
I
Bebop
did-
is not a cartoon in the
I've
same
got a
realm as these other
confession
ones.
to make. I used to skip school to watch Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers.
Now that's
Dude,
how
Mr.
I'm so
Rogers was the
smart.
Shit. Rogers was a fucking shit.
Mr. Rogers is a
but-
creepy
He was a creep.
motherfucker.
Pee-wee's
He was a
Playhouse?
creepy motherfucker,
Dude,
man.
Dude,
Rewatch it now and
anybody
tell me
else-
he's not trying to rape kids.
did anybody else watch fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Yeah,
Yes.
now we're actually talking about raping kids.
Yeah, I used to love fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse, and then I found out he was a perv. So
Well,
Who else remembers The Tick?
yeah, I do. Tick was great.
I don't.
The Tick was great. The live action was actually not bad either.
I did
There's-
not get to
there's-
watch the
there's-
live action one.
there's-
I want to
There's
watch it.
2 live action. One is Patrick whatever's the fucking Joe from Family Guy. The other one I can't remember who it is, but one of them was good enough for me.
And another one that I
Did
absolutely
you guys go?
fucking adored, Freakazoid.
I
did you
remember
guys go
Freakazoid. I
through,
never
like,
watched it too much. So.
stages?
The
No.
fuck is
Like you
Freak-
guys go through stages with like cartoons when you were a kid, because like
Oh,
when I was really
God.
little, like
I'm
when I
still
was really
going
little,
through
it was
stages.
obviously- Well, when I was really little, it was obviously like Mr. Rogers and the Smurfs and the Gummy Bears,
Mhm.
right? But then I moved up here, and as soon as I moved up here, I really got into like Garfield and Friends and shit like that. But then I got a little older, and then it was like Ninja Turtles.
Every kid goes through
It-
those
it ki- it
stages,
went-
right?
Yeah, it went in stages. Yeah.
And then one stage I wasn't in control of when it turned to Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, and then I moved into town, and then I moved into town, and it went to like fucking Ducktales and shit because I had cable.
Ooh.
That's there's a show.
never-
Dennis. There's
Okay,
a
but
show.
you know what though?
So,
You know what though? Basement, Dawson's Creek. I never fucking got into that show. I fucking hated that show. My best friend had this obsession. Okay, I liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So did my
so
sister.
like every
And
Wednesday,
hence I watched all of it.
Every fucking Wednesday night, I would go over to Jody's house and I would have to sit through and suffer through fucking Dawson's Creek
Mhm.
before Buffy the Vampire Slayer would come on.
You know what? Dawson's
fucking
Creek was
hated
like
that show.
my favorite part about that
He
show
was
was
the biggest fucking baby.
my favorite part
Oh,
about that show
sorry.
is when his friend fucked the teacher. I'm like, it's getting spicy.
Now see, Casey is the only good thing that was in that show.
Yeah, well, what the fuck is the girl's name? The main girl, the girl next
Katie
door.
Holmes.
Like, yeah, I mean, every
Katie
guy would be
Holmes.
like, yeah, she's attractive when you're that age. Now, I don't know. Man, she kind of looks like a
She
skeleton.
was really good at playing the wholesome girl.
Yeah,
The plain Jane
Yeah.
girl next door.
yeah.
So her and Jennifer Love Hewitt were both pretty good.
The
at
other
playing that character.
the other girl that
Dude,
was
I
in
still love
that
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
is it Michelle Williams that was in that?
It's Michelle Williams, yeah.
Yeah, she is
was the
literally
blonde girl
the
that came
best actor that came out of that fucking show.
in. Yeah.
For me,
I
for
love
sure.
that
Um,
fucking show, man.
Well, I
show?
don't know, like Joshua Jackson, he's not a bad actor.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yes, but
Yeah.
Great.
yeah, not all of it.
Honestly, out of fucking Dawson's Creek, I'd say that James Vanderbeek, the main character,
It was the weakest
worst
actor.
that
Yeah, he was
came
the
out of
weakest
it.
actor.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know,
because, I mean,
he had
started
that like,
directing shit after
yeah.
that, but
I don't know. Fuck that guy. I'm sorry. He's fine.
uh,
I just got over ass
oh, I
cancer or
agree.
something.
Fuck that guy. I'm not a fan of his.
So
Like,
Varsity Blues I enjoyed that movie.
oh my god, I fucking love that movie.
But
I-
Billy Bob
You're
was
tan.
Billy Bob.
You're fucking tan.
You're right. Billy Bob was the best character in that.
Billy Bob is the best character in everything he's in,
Amazing.
pretty much.
Have you guys
Billy Bob
have you
is the
guys
best
seen
one.
Billy Bob?
Billy Bob is
Have you
great.
seen Billy Bob?
Yeah, I've seen him.
No,
I've
no,
seen him
no,
only now.
He lost so much fucking weight, dude. Like, he doesn't even look like the same person.
Yeah, but that was like literally, you're talking like this had just happened. That happened like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Like
well, yeah, but,
Billy
like, I
Bob
mean, like, have you seen him
verse
since
in the
that movie?
1995 verse now.
He's basically a walking skeleton now.
I know,
he's worse
but
than what he was for Bad Santa.
I will tell you, he's just
Billy Bob
he's
Thornton.
Billy Bob
but-
Thornton.
But you know what?
Billy Bob Thornton
You
is
didn't
a.
watch.
We're talking.
No, I did
We
not.
were not
Yeah.
talking about
I
Billy
don't
Bob.
watch
Oh,
We're
you're
talking
talking
about
you're talking about the fat guy from
That's him.
Ain't No
That's
Mountain
Blues.
High. You're
I'm
talking about the guy from American History
No.
X.
No.
Is he the same
I'm
person? I'm
talking
pretty
about
sure he's the
Billy-
same person.
I'm
That's
talking. He's not the same person. I'm talking about Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Who's
Varsity
the actor? Fucking Billy Bob. Fucking
I don't remember his name. Hold on.
So
I'm-
he's
I'm-
Ron
I'm-
Lester.
Ron Lester.
Is he the
Yeah.
same person that was in American History X?
It's not. He's
No,
not.
his name is Ron Lester.
Yeah, I don't
Thank you.
know. It doesn't clear up anything for me. Yelling his
That's
name
the
clears
actor's
nothing up
real
for me.
name.
The
So if
guy
you
in
typed in-
the guy that you're thinking about from American History X, he was also the same guy from
That's
My Name is
Edward.
Earl.
That's Edward Norton.
No.
No.
I hate
Not
this
that one. He
conversation.
was also
Kevin
in.
Spacey.
He was also in. His name is Ethan Suplee, or Suplee, something like that.
Suplex. This is what I'm going to do to you.
Yeah, because he played in American History X, but he also played Randy in My Name is Earl.
This is some random guy that had one role in a movie. Like, what else was this motherfucker in? Fucking Billy Bob.
Well, Ron Lester is his name.
Oh, God, I hate you all.
I don't know. I don't know if he was in many other movies after that.
I'm looking.
So there you go.
He was not. He was in Good Burger too.
He died in 2016. That's why.
Oh, okay. I guess it was the weight.
Wait, the guy that played Billy Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, on IMDb it says from 1970 to 2016.
I could have sworn he was still alive. Okay, all right, never mind.
His liver and kidneys failed.
Yep.
Thanks.
That's too bad, man, because I know.
You know what? Thanks for
I know
this
that he's-
Oh, this
depressing
guy,
segment.
Randy.
I know that, like,
Hickey?
I know that, like, the guy that played Billy Bob, like, he lost a bunch of weight because, like, he was in a lot of health issues, obviously.
Yeah. So you're talking about Randy Hickey, Basement.
Oh,
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
what
I don't know. Who the hell is Randy Hickey?
He's the guy. He's the guy that played on my played.
He played Randy. He played Randy on My Name Is Earl, and his name is not Randy Hickey. In real
First
life,
of
that was
all,
his name in the
I
show.
never mentioned my name is Earl, so I don't know.
No, you mentioned but you mentioned American History X, and he's the same guy that plays Randy, and the guy in American
I
History
know.
X is the
Yes.
same guy that plays Randy in My Name Is Earl.
Ethan Suplee.
There you go.
Yeah, keep up with me. I already said that.
Wait, who?
Damn. I hate you.
I was talking about Billy Bob the whole time. No,
No,
fuck.
you were, but it's not the same actor.
I just don't care anymore.
Billy Bob
It
was
just 'cause-
actually in a lot of other things.
The fact-
most of it was TV though.
Listen,
He did.
listen
He
here,
was.
basement. Listen,
he was
basement. Just
one of
because they were
the-
both fat does not make them the same person.
I'm going to kill myself after this conversation.
He's one-
It's killing me. Like me and Heather went sideways to talk about Billy Bob Thornton. I'm like, he's just a great actor. Like, yeah, he lost a lot of weight. That was 20 years ago. No, I'm not talking about Billy
well-
Bob. I'm talking about a character named Billy Bob in a movie you didn't watch. And here he is, and he's
Okay,
dead.
cool.
Like the segues
Hey,
we went through to
Dipstick?
get here.
If you want to blame anybody for the segues, you can blame yourself, because JP started out talking about Varsity Blues, and then I brought up Billy Bob, and then JP and I were talking about Billy Bob from Varsity Blues, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, Billy Bob Thornton."
Well, I don't know fucking Billy Bob from Varsity Blues. Heather was
I
with
know
me.
Well, that's what I was. We were just trying to find the character's name, and we did. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all we were doing.
that was a lot. That was a lot to.
Oh, it was
get to
a
where we did.
huge
And so the
loop to go
chat
down.
goes, the way these conversations are going, this is usually what happens when we're just sitting on Discord talking to each other.
It's terrible, guys. It's fucking terrible.
This is exactly what goes on both before
Basically-
and after streams.
So
You
basement.
guys,
just wants
you
to
guys
kill
know
him.
that video clip? Do you know that video clip where I can't remember what it's from, but he's like, "So she was the Wicked Witch of the West, bro." So then, do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Was Billy Bob in it?
Please. No, there's a video clip that where they're like arguing, and he's like
Who's
arguing that like there's these two guys that are arguing, and they're friends, and so this one guy is trying to argue that since this lady's sister was the Wicked Witch of the West, that makes her the Wicked Witch of the East or whatever, and they're like arguing back and forth about it. That's us.
So they're probably
That's
arguing over which one is which. So.
Oh my
the-
god!
the
I hate
movie
which
Wicked-
one is which. I go to the washroom.
The movie Wicked is based on the character when Dorothy lands in Munchkin Land. That's the witch
That gets crushed by the house.
that they're talking about in Wicked. Not the one
it's
that
a
you
Wicked.
see. Huh?
He's just trying to get you the backstory.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the back.
Oh, okay.
It's not
It
the
still
Wicked
has
Witch
to
of
do
the
with your
West.
Wizard of Oz conversation.
It is. It has everything to do with it.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
for
send
everybody
this
for
fucking
context,
YouTube thing
is all
to-
I'm saying.
I'm never watching that movie, despite the fact that
Hey,
I love the Broadway
so-
play and the soundtrack for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm talking about. This is us
I
on a
know.
regular conversation. Tell me if you guys can fucking hear this, okay?
Yes.
Hold on.
You let me know when you're playing it. You cannot hear a fucking thing.
I'll share it in the fucking chat. Like, this is what happens with us all the fucking time. She was a fucking Wicked Witch of the West, bro. Oh god.
What?
I'm gonna share a link in the chat and click on it because this is us.
I also hated that. I also hated that show too.
You- You click on it.
Basically,
And
it's like
you
we're
love it.
doing this now. Why do I have to listen to it?
This is us on like a daily basis.
Let's see. It's club sandwiches, not seals.
What?
Just good God Almighty, save me.
Oh god.
What the fuck
Well,
are you watching?
That was a
I'm
fun
waiting for the link to
conversation.
show up in the chat. This is on my timeline. You're gonna have to fucking deal with it.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh
I'm
shit.
waiting. and waiting.
Got another storm. Another storm is upon us. There's some lightning and some thunder.
Okay.
Big old thunder.
I don't think Gina.
Oh, you put it in the YouTube chat.
Well, yeah. What the fuck else? The audience needs to be able to fucking view it too.
Why do I click on it and says it says
Share on WhatsApp.
it
Yeah,
says
no,
the
that's
following
important.
on WhatsApp? No, I'm not doing
What?
that.
I don't even have fucking WhatsApp. What the fuck is that?
Okay,
Oh,
don't
hold
click on that guy's virus.
It's not a fucking virus.
Gina's trying to steal your money. You heard it here first.
Yep. Hold on.
I love how Jerry's like, thanks, Gina. I will give you my money.
I was on YouTube and I literally just copied the fucking
I'm sure you did.
thing from YouTube. I'll post a different one. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, find basement. I'll post it to the fucking Twitter chat this time. There you go.
Well,
Okay, now
you never specified.
this
It's like the weirdest place to post it,
this
but whatever.
link. Well, I posted it so that people could see. But okay, the next one should be the fucking correct YouTube chat. The YouTube.
Just enter your banking information.
There. Now that one is YouTube.
What?
Well, what happened was
That one
I
is
went
YouTube.
on Chrome. I went on Chrome and I fucking searched it
Yeah, I've
up,
seen this
and then
video.
I got the link
Hold on.
to YouTube from that. So that must have been where it went.
First of all,
wonky.
this is gonna overtake everybody talking.
Well, it's not like we didn't just already overtake each other 5 seconds ago. So, you know,
Hold up.
we're down
Hold up.
to
Hold up. Hold up. That's what the guy says. So, I can't.
It's literally all of our conversations. One of us is yelling, and the other ones are like, "Hold up!"
Better be worth it.
Oh God, I'm hungry, dude, and I don't know what to eat. And it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, so I shouldn't be eating anything.
Heather's muted.
So hungry.
She's head banging. Can you hear Heather and JP? Because I can't.
No.
Yeah.
There's a part in this video where he's arguing with him, and he's just standing there and talking. He's talking like that.
All right, here it is
So,
for everybody.
What are they arguing about?
We're about to find out.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the argument was about, but like
We're about to find out.
1000%.
I literally had this argument with.
Oh wait, basement's got it up on the fucking
Yeah.
I know, I see it.
YouTube.
I'm gonna play it. So shh.
Hold on. This is my favorite. Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
She
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble,
I'm
dog.
not fighting with you.
Grow up,
I'm not fighting
bro.
with you.
Grow up.
Get educated, but
Get educated. God sent that to us, everybody. Just so you know, it was from
That's-
God with love.
That's that's us on a daily basis.
They're so upset. This guy is so fucking upset.
He is so convinced that he's right, but meanwhile he's speaking of Glinda, the nice witch of the north.
He's trying to win an argument.
Get
but
educated, bro.
Winning? He's winning the argument, but he's also losing at the same time because he's trying. So he's talking about the Wicked Witch. He thinks Glenda is a Wicked Witch. She's not.
Tell me that.
Well,
that's
she's kind of a
not us,
bitch,
though,
I'm not gonna
because,
lie.
Like, how many times have we gotten into so many arguments, and like both of us are like all of us are so fucking damn determined in our convictions that we absolutely know that we're right.
Yeah, trash to space.
Fuck off with your goddamn trash to space. Like it's not gonna work.
It could work if you give it a chance.
It can't.
It can.
See? See?
If you use the gravitational force of other planets and slingshot it out to the edge of the universe, it's not going to come back while we or our immediate grandchildren or even our great-grandchildren are alive.
Can I just say that I fucking hate Basement for bringing this up again?
Educate yourself. That's
I
what
fucking
they
hate
say.
you.
It would solve
the garbage buildup on our planet.
It would help.
It would not.
It would.
It would not.
We're running out of place to put garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they need to start thinking about a better way of making plastics that are biodegradable instead of shooting it off into space.
Shoot you into space.
And then you run into the problem
will you?
Then you run into the problem of you can't even donate that stuff to the homeless because how long is it going to sit there until they get to the homeless, and is the bottle going to degrade before they can take it?
Well, then maybe we should work on the homeless problem too.
Maybe we should just kill the homeless.
How are you going to solve the homeless problem if
I just told you
on drugs or just want to be homeless at that
I want to
point?
give a disclaimer. We have no prejudice. Basement man, we have no prejudice against anybody. But
all right, how do you?
We're not condoning. We're also not condoning going out and harming people. I just want to point that out.
How do you fix the homeless problem?
So let's just shoot Basement into space,
get
and then
real
we'll take care of all this.
Basement, I'm going to ask it first.
So, how do we fix it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're starting to fix it because we're kicking out all the illegals here.
We're trying.
Let me tell you how you fix
There's me homeless somewhere else.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Nuclear.
Space.
You give them all diet soda? What?
Send them to space.
We actually accidentally pushed the nuclear button instead of the Diet Coke button.
Give them all Diet Coke.
Then we'd all die.
Give them all the original, give everybody the original Coca-Cola that was just filled with cocaine and just watch what happens.
Thing is, they're just taking cocaine straight.
I think, honestly, the way you fix it, just let fentanyl take its course.
Oh my God. Jesus
What?
Fentanyl. So we're going to have them all passing out and going to sleep forever on the street.
Then what are we gonna do with all the fucking dead bodies?
Space, bitch.
I swear to God, Basement, you say shoot him into space.
Exactly. Exactly. Space.
The solution to everything is space.
You know what, Gina? Keep talking. Space.
I'm just gonna say
our entire orbit is just gonna be filled with
a bunch of dead bodies around. Well, that sends a message to any aliens who want to show up.
Far away, and we shoot it as far away from here.
And I will say at least one thing: when they do go re-entry mode and go through the atmosphere, they would burn up entirely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, just imagine this: aliens come to planet Earth, and all they see is dead bodies floating around the planet. You ain't fucking with these people.
Could you imagine if one day fucking Elon
and
Musk
then the
is
next
bored,
thing you
right?
know, you see, what is that? Oh, somebody just shot some dead guy up in outer space. Wait, they just let their people... Go ahead.
Could you imagine if one day Elon Musk is just really fucking bored and he stumbles upon our channel and he hears Basement say, shoot it in space. And he's like, you know what? That's actually
a great idea. I'm going to hire him.
Mm-hmm. Elon Musk looks like a halfway. He looks like a halfway anamorph between a frog and a human. He's like 75% there.
Does anybody else find it weird that NASA used to be the huge space thing, right? They were all about space, right? But now NASA has actually they're focused more on the oceans, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck is in our oceans.
I can tell you,
and
water.
SpaceX is now space.
I can tell you what's in the ocean. Water.
Alien spaceships.
Water, bitch. Sorry.
Alien spaceship. Why are you yelling at me? I'm gonna cry, you fuck.
That's a you problem.
Why are you so mean to me?
Space.
You're
Oh
op-
God, what
Nina,
a
you're opening
Space.
yourself up.
Dude, I do it on purpose.
I know you do.
If I was the emperor of the world, honestly, it would be either I'll help you or space.
So I feel like it would be 3 things. Either I'll help you, space, or sex dungeon immediately.
You
I pass over a recording of going to space. That's how you know.
I've done the 4-question test with you.
Oh God. Don't therapy us.
Give me your 2 favorite colors and a reason why.
Black.
You're not allowed to therapy us.
I'm not therapying you.
Rape me.
What?
My mind went.
Apparently, Basement wants to be raped by JP.
My mind went to the
Okay,
rape.
so
When I hear therapy, I think the rapey.
my mind went to the rapey.
The
I
rapey.
need some therapy.
Oh my God.
You are killing me, you weirdo.
With kindness.
Yeah.
No, you're doing eroticism, not kindness.
Good God, how did we get here?
This
So-
is us, Gina. This
So
is us.
Aaron,
This
this
is
is
us.
what I want to do is take the illegals and send them to Mars. At least they can claim their own and not have to invade anywhere else. LOL.
Well, I mean, then they really would be illegal aliens.
It would be, yes.
Yeah.
Mm. They'd all
Even though
die
they would all
immediately.
die as soon as they got to
Space.
Mars.
Hey, everybody's
Space.
saying who's gonna pick our crops. We could send them up there to
Oh, good
fucking.
lord.
We could send them up there to start fucking
Hey,
biodumping.
you know what, though?
You know what's crazy?
Okay, you know
A
what, though?
machine
No,
could
here's-
pick crops.
Here's what pisses me off. Okay,
Please
the-
enlighten
the-
me.
Hmm.
the Democrats and the liberals and all that, they're throwing a goddamn fit saying that Trump is trying to deport the migrant farm workers and all that shit, when in reality, he can't, like, unless they're criminals, he cannot deport them if
Or
they're
they're here
migrant
illegally.
farmers.
Or if
If-
they're here
if
illegally
they're-
working on the farm.
Right, right,
Have them have
right.
proof
But if
to the-
they are here legally as migrant farm workers, Trump
Yeah.
cannot fucking deport them. Like, how fucking
Exactly.
stupid
He's
are
not-
you? They
he's not-
literally have passed an act or a bill back in the 60s already that protects migrant farm workers as long as they do it the legal way. Stop.
Illegally.
Just stop. Oh my God, people are so stupid. It pisses me off so much. I'm like, he's not just going after everybody that's here. Fucking,
You know what I find
Oh,
funny
different-
is the
oh,
fact that
fucking
like
bomb.
every president beforehand did the exact same thing. They just didn't make it like a
But it's
talking point.
Trump who's the evil one, yeah.
But now, obviously, the media is going to be like, we have to showcase him as much as a version of Hitler as we
Because
can.
they're all
Right,
owned by George Soros.
Who cares?
You know what though? The crazy thing is like, he wouldn't have to do this crackdown on illegal immigrants if fucking Biden wouldn't have opened
They
up the
all
goddamn
did it.
borders and just let them cross.
They all did a crackdown on illegal immigrants. It was just never showcased by the media, so everybody thinks he's the only person deporting people. People have been deported for fucking years. More than Trump has
Obama
even done.
himself
Right,
deported 3 million illegals.
Well, Obama
But
was
now
one of the
everybody
presidents that was
cares
in office.
because it's in the media.
Yeah, Obama was one of the presidents that was in office when they were keeping those kids in the fucking cages. Like
Yep.
they had the big cage
Well,
centers
we're
or whatever.
I
But
don't
that was
know.
never
I don't
talked
believe. I
about
don't
that
believe.
much.
They were
I don't
treating
believe
those
anything.
Kids, they were treating those kids like Oliver Twist. May I have some more?
I don't believe any of it, honestly. We kept kids in cages. Really?
Yeah, and
Really?
then okay, so first they're pissed off because they were gonna let the like illegal immigrants' children
Space.
that were born in Minnesota, they were gonna let them stay, right? They got pissed off about that. Okay, you're separating families, blah blah blah. Okay, well fine. Then
Well, he
they
said
changed
he's
it
not
to,
going to
all
separate
right,
families. The families can leave.
right. So then he
Which
changed
was
the
like
story
one of the
to
most
exactly.
gangster fucking things I've ever heard. It's like, I'm not here to
Exactly, like, if
separate
you read-
families. They can go too. It's all
Yes.
good.
Exactly. But that, and then they get pissed off about that. So like, what the fuck what do you want him to do?
If somebody does something illegal anywhere in the world, there's a reason it's called doing something illegal.
Illegal?
And
Yeah.
I know everybody's gonna be like, well, there's this. If you've ever worked in fucking customer service for a long period of time, everybody's got a sob story. Even when it's fucking bullshit. So people are like, well, well, then how do you separate the real stories from the fake stories? You don't.
There's no possible
You
way to do
can't.
it.
So everything is bullshit because the worst ruined the good for everybody. Remember when before 9/11 when airports weren't such a fucking kick in the nuts to get through? Guess who ruined that?
Yeah.
The worst. Welcome to how the world works. When a couple people do a terrible thing, everybody has to you ruin the world one person at a time. People don't get this. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna, if I do it, it's okay. It's okay to break the law for me. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. You're ruining everything for everyone else. And the idea. Oh, well, I came here illegally, and then all of a sudden I spawned 8 kids. Well, you're a fucking idiot.
And I've been here for 20 years.
It's not the government that's fucking you. It's you being too stupid to come here legally and having a bunch of kids. What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, and all these people that are saying, oh, well, they were fleeing countries where there was violence, blah blah blah. The United States has forever had
There's an asylum
procedures
act
for
as
people.
well.
Yes. Yes, they have had procedures that you can go through in order to get away. If you are in danger, if you are seriously in danger, they have procedures for that.
There's people
It's called
coming
seeking
here.
asylum. But
There's-
on top of that, they're sitting there. Oh, we fled this country because such and such danger. But yet we're going to protest and wave the flag of
Yeah.
the country we fled.
Isn't that the greatest?
Okay, so
it's
for
so
me,
great.
this is the overall thought I have on immigration. If you're gonna immigrate somewhere, and you need help, and the country offers help, the country offers help. Don't then turn around and try to fucking sneak and shit your way out of government money that you haven't earned, that everybody else is paying for, that the country opened its arms to you to come here. Don't be a fucking scumbag. Because there's a lot of ways to get ahead in Canada, the U.S., if you're willing to put in the work. If you're going to turn
Absolutely.
around and talk about like, well, I don't have to work, but the Canadian government giving me $80,000, then fucking, I honestly should be shot dead. Because not only are you fucking exploiting a place that said, I mean, it's like, oh, I have nowhere to live. A nice family gave me a place to stay on their sofa. I'm going to rob them.
Blind. Yeah.
Blind, and then I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna end up in the exact same situation over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with immigration if immigration is done to help. And most of the time, I think it's done to help people. But there's that few that will fuck it up for everybody else. So don't blame America for shutting its doors. Blame the few of your fucking compadres that fucked everything for everybody.
Yeah, see, people don't look at it like that.
Basement.
So the problem is, and I agree 100% with what you said. The problem is well, they don't know the difference. They don't know what they're doing. So what they're
I call bullshit.
I know but they're
I did not know that raping women is illegal. No, it's illegal. Get out of here. Die.
Got it. I agree with you. There are people that's they're defending it because they're a poor country.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, they're
this is
used to that in their country.
This is
that's
why
what
I'm
culture's on
so-
their- well, this isn't their fucking country.
I in my job I see it all the time. This is why I'm so adamant about like the crocodile tears. I hate people that try to use people, even though the situation they're in is of their own fucking making. It's like you can't all of a sudden be like, feel bad for me, even though I fucking am ruining your culture.
So
I experienced this firsthand this past week. So
So I really kind of get annoyed with these like they just did the NBA draft.
Mm-hmm.
And you get these kids
Oh my
that come
god.
on
Yeah,
here
I'm with
like
you.
and they go, I came from nothing. I look at this and I'm saying, I think everybody came from nothing
Well,
in the NBA, and this is you're
no.
making it sound like the world shit on you, and I had to fight my way.
Victimhood.
No,
They're born and
you
raised in it.
earned your way there through hard work.
I think I'd rather sign a prospect that was the mentality of I earned my way here versus I was born in the dirt in some random Afghanistan
Yeah,
country.
it's
It's
just I
like,
don't. This,
come on. If you were born in America, your story is not that different than anybody else's. Yes, there's going to be those ones where it's like, well, I only had my mother or father raising me. We ate fucking mayo sandwiches until I was of age. But you also have to realize that you were given a fucking gift of being fucking 6'9" and athletically gifted. It's not like everybody else gets that. So I mean, you want to showcase that part of it? No. It's not the fact that if I was 4'8", I'd never be in the NBA. So that's the real fucking loser there. The 4'8" fucking no parents living on the street sucking dick for money. Come on.
The fuck? That's
But I'm just like the way these guys go on. They're 16 years old. They're millionaires. Shut the fuck up. Honestly, shut the fuck up. I get it. It's like it's not your story. Your story wasn't. Your story wasn't. These kids. They're like, my story was I was raised in a 1-bedroom apartment. No, that's your mom or your dad or your fucking your family's story. Your story was at 16 you joined the NBA. Not oh my god I had to eat mayo sandwiches.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Listen,
part of growing up.
mayo and tomato sandwiches are fucking delicious.
Mayo and onion sandwiches clean out your
Nah,
sinuses.
you need to add bacon.
I can't
Oh
eat.
yes, and
You know what's
lettuce. Let's just make it a
You know,
BLT.
you know what's really frustrating for me? I can't eat pork anymore.
No, is it that you can't, or you think you can't, or you made some weird?
I
No. If he eats it, he has the running shits for like 3 days.
Yeah, I can't.
That's how I am with
No.
milk.
Pork is a hard meat on the stomach. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and that's I am cutting back on it.
That's why I was really surprised because Austin has the beef allergy, and I was really surprised that he handles pork decently, but not beef.
Yeah, I'm good with most meats.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. He's good with the meat.
Wait.
We've established it here.
Wait, was that moist meats?
Well, I'll take them the way I get them.
I don't think you want. I don't think you'd want a dry meat.
Well,
Oh, her titties popped out.
Whose?
This chick here. I'll put it in the chat. This chick did a backflip and she was wearing like a low cut fucking tank top and her titties just fucking popped out all over the place.
put it in the YouTube chat.
I know.
Well, why not? You put the other fucking. Sorry.
Is this game from fucking
Oh,
Twitter?
please play it. I gotta see this.
Hold on, let me get on the big screen.
The big
Oh
screen.
yeah. All right, you're good. On your marks, get set, go. All right, and
Christ, man addicted to Coca-Cola has 35 stones removed from his
Oh,
body
come
and
on.
drinks
She
3
protected
liters
them, though.
daily.
She protected them.
Yeah.
come on,
She
man.
did a backflip, though. That's pretty impressive. It's like the most useless skill in the world, but I'll give her that. So some of my favorite ones are when they do a backflip, but
When
they
she stands
can't,
up.
and then they brain themselves.
That ain't a she.
Yeah.
That ain't a she.
Yeah, I
I
was
know,
like,
but that's
what the
fucking funny.
fuck?
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, what the fuck?
Those are what's called tuck pants that they tried to sell in Target to 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
The
Look at
video
the
on top of
video
the
and then-
popped out.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I didn't get to see boobs.
In the Twitter chat. Look on top the video that I put in there before
Oh.
the Twitter.
She's afraid that we're gonna get shut down because they're flipping tits.
No, that's just the way the gene is.
Oh my god.
I don't think. I
No,
don't.
no. There was something flopping.
No.
Yeah, that's the
No.
one.
I don't agree. I do not agree with you
Something is
guys.
holding up.
No, it's not. What? She's just standing there erect.
That is a jean. No, basement. Those aren't shorts. That is a jean skirt that got stuck
Yeah,
up.
those are.
So
I mean,
You saw the
shorts.
cut pants.
Are you talking?
Those are-
Okay,
those are
so
shorts.
are you saying she has a penis?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No. Nope. She does not have a penis.
So what do you guys think about this alligator Alcatraz?
What the fuck? Are
I
you
don't
talking
care.
about? What are you talking about?
So
You
there
haven't seen
was a I want to say congressman from Florida that said, I think we found the perfect place to build an Alcatraz in a swamp because of all the alligators, and shit, or Gitmo or whatever it is. So it essentially is them. They're calling it the Gator Alcatraz, and they're saying it's inhuman to people who go to prison to make that a prison. I
Why?
don't know. I agree. I don't know why people are mad about
Well,
it.
I think if there's a prison and outside the
says-
prison there's alligators,
Says
how is that inhuman?
alligator?
Then that's like
alligator
anybody that
Alcatraz
lives
will
in
start-
Florida.
Well, it's because they designated it specifically for illegal criminals. So it says alligator Alcatraz will start taking in illegals in Florida on Tuesday. Warp speed construction. There's no escaping from there without being greeted by gators and pythons.
Okay. I just don't. I don't.
It's-
I don't understand. I don't understand why it matters what's outside the prison. The whole idea is to
Yeah, it
not
says-
escape from the prison.
Says
You're-
Florida's AG Youthmeyer unveils alligator Alcatraz, a 5,000 bed migrant lockup in the Everglades, surrounded by gators and pythons, ready in weeks to deport criminal.
But it's not like they're out there training the gators and pythons.
No,
it's
but
just where
like-
it's happening. I don't know.
Yeah,
That-
it's
that's
literally
stupid.
surrounded. I just put a picture of it in the chat, but it's like literally surrounded by gator infested waters. Which, if you think about it, is smart. I mean, they put the original Alcatraz was put where it was for two reasons. One, because the current was too fucking strong for anybody to be able to escape, and two, because it's shark infested waters.
Well, I mean, the hardest thing to do is get out of the prison. After that, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like it seems like a ridiculous like clickbait title for me, where they're like, and also there's gators and cobras or whatever the fuck around.
No, they're
This
gonna name
is
it Gator
literally-
Alcatraz.
This is literally on the news.
It's so stupid. So stupid.
It is.
Gator
It's
Alcatraz.
anything to push the argument that putting illegal immigrants in jail.
Nobody
No,
worse if they made a prison.
What the media is showing you is what they think that Trump wants.
So
to
if they made a prison and outside of it was nothing but barbed wire, and then after that fire, like there's fucking a threat of an animal that has no idea what the fuck's happening. I don't know, it's so stupid. Like Alcatraz only was like so popular because it was back in the day when everyone was too stupid to realize that sharks will only eat when they're hungry. Same with crocodiles.
Yeah,
Same
you
with every
thought
other
you were
fucking
more
animal.
likely to die of the fucking
You're just gonna-
hypothermia
yeah,
from
you're not
being
gonna-
in the cold waters.
Good
than
luck.
sharks.
Good luck swimming. Is really
Yeah.
what it is. Like, so this is just like, to me, it's like, well, there's crocodiles out there. Well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna leave the prison anyway. Because how the fuck am I gonna get out? I don't know. It's just such a weird like 1980s idea to me. I'm here for it if it gives us another like face off or or the other. What was the other movie where he was with Sean Connery? Stormy Alcatraz and the little balls, all the green balls.
That was Nicolas Cage.
They were both Nicolas Cage. But what was that movie? The Rock.
Yeah,
That
there
was
you
The
go.
Rock.
Mhm.
That was with Sean Connery, where one
gonna-
was a police officer, the other one was a convict
They're gonna call this one the
So-
croc.
and could escape shit. Oh, go ahead.
So I just found this on Twitter. It says black TikToker who sprayed food at Walmart with pesticides was just sentenced to a year in prison.
Wait,
Yeah.
Who?
There was a guy on
There was a
going around
TikTok.
different Walmarts spraying the food with pesticides.
Trying to kill
Yeah,
people.
like I mean, we're talking about like anything from fruit to like the cooked rotisserie chicken, everything. He sprayed
Yeah.
everything with fucking pesticides.
He was trying to kill people. He's
And
a-
it was
he-
like it was basically a bottle of like Raid or something like that he was
Yeah.
spraying on all of it.
people have nothing better to do than go around spraying Raid in stores.
I don't know what's wrong with people. I hate the world. I hope they all die.
I find it funny because people today are really fucking dumb.
Today,
They're
It's
so
literally
They're starting to get
especially
out
now.
dumb. The reason I call them stupid is because back in the day, if I was doing that, I wouldn't want people to know it was me doing it.
oh my god,
Yeah, but
These
and
people are
here's
fucking
here's the
recording
problem.
this shit.
But here's the problem in today's age, and this is why so many TikTokers are fucking dying too. It's because people are willing to do anything.
Oh
to
my,
get fucking-
I don't
to go
care.
Fucking viral.
I'm okay.
Th-
You know what?
they're
If you're
wi-
willing to do anything, go viral and you die. You
Yeah.
know, I'm okay. I'm happy that you are no longer with
But
it.
like, literally, people are willing to do anything to go viral. So
Mm-hmm.
like, anything that's gonna get them fucking views, they don't care if anybody else gets hurt in what they're doing, or they don't even care if they get hurt themselves at the time. As long as they go viral, that's all that fucking matters.
I got a
No, I
two-part.
get-
I got a two-part story. The other day, Ray, I was gonna go to McDonald's to get a coffee, and I was in the McDonald's fucking drive-through, and I looked at this kid, and he's talking to his other friend, and he's like, look what I can do," and he kicks the fucking McDonald's cup, and all the fucking everything went everywhere, right? And then he's like, and he walks away. I'm like, there's a part of me that wants to get out and be like, clean it up, you fuck, because someone's gonna have to. And I can
and
tell
so
you-
you're gonna-
I think in my thought in my mind, this is why I know I'm old as shit. My thought in my mind was like, it's gonna be you in about 5 years cleaning that up, and you don't know it yet, but it's coming. And other than that, I got a coffee. I pull up to where you pay, right? And I don't know if this person was just stoned out of their mind or had an IQ of 2. But she opened the window and she was like, "You got the 10-piece McNuggets?" I'm like, I looked at her like, "No, just a regular coffee." And she stared at me for like fucking 40 seconds. It was a weird back and forth. There was a very weird back. There was a very weird back and forth going on here. And she looked back at the computer and she looked like she didn't know what she was doing. And she pulled out the fucking, the stick with the thing on it. And I tapped my card and I'm like, I was about to say thank you. She just shut the door in my face. I'm like, what did I do? And then she just stood there. It was weird because like it was really weird because like I couldn't move forward at this point, right? It was packed. So like I paid, she shut the door, and then I swear to God, like a robot, she just turned slightly to the left and stopped moving. And she stayed like that. I was literally in this fucking lineup for like 10 minutes. So I was looking at her and she did not move for like anywhere between 3 and 6 minutes. And I'm like, what is going on here? Have they replaced people? It was the weirdest fucking thing. I don't know what I experienced, but it wasn't good. Anyways, the coffee was shit.
It's McDonald's coffee.
I actually don't mind their coffee.
Usually
it's not
McDonald's coffee is not too bad, but this was not good. And then the guy that gave it to me was like, he almost entered fucking the car. Yeah, but
He
why you?
probably wanted the fuck out of there.
It's like, why are you coming so close to me? Like, fucking weirdly snake-like. Anyways, that's my little adventure.
Did these kids that are all over TikTok, they're starting to get so dumb that they're outdoing Florida Man.
Florida.
You know the fucking headlines? Florida Man did something stupid. The Florida Man got
Yeah.
swept away while standing out in a hurricane.
Do you ever think, like, if you rewind the world like 20 years, you ever think we'd end up in this type of stupid fucking world that we're
No.
in right now? Like,
No.
it's like nobody could have prepared me for where we are.
Nobody at all.
Like,
It just gets dumber and dumber as time goes on.
it's so ridiculous. It's like, oh my god.
So I'm
There's
just gonna say this now, being senior to everybody here. I can honestly say I seen this shit coming.
You saw Donald Trump presidency.
I saw something on the writing. It's as soon as everything in this country and in the
Did
way
you see people eating
society
Tide Pods?
is changed. And I'm not blaming Barack Obama, but it's during his presidency everything changed. Like it went from, because I mean, even after 9/11,
I don't think it's. I think the honest to God change is social media. Social media
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, that
changed
was
the
about
world
time.
for
Social
the
media
better
started
and
becoming-
way for the worse. I mean, did you see? Like, I don't know if this is. How do you guys prepare chicken? If you want to cook chicken,
I season it with salt, pepper, fucking
Do
garlic
you-
powder,
do-
onion powder, and
do
then
you-
put it in a pan.
do you clean
No,
it
I
with
do
soap?
not use Tide Pods.
Do you clean it with soap?
No.
No,
Why is that a thing?
people are
Because they're
weird.
so fucking scared after COVID
Yeah.
that there's going to be something on the chicken or something on the fucking beef. And there's people, there's these health influencers literally going around saying, well, you don't want to get this type of chicken because this type of chicken was frozen after being washed with bleach.
No, but there's people out there that I don't know, Gina. Maybe you haven't said anything, so you might be a soap
What?
cleaner of chicken. Do you clean your chicken with soap?
Ew, no.
Yeah, right. Disgusting. I mean, I like yes, fucking wash the chicken down. Soap? Why are you adding
No,
ingredients?
No, all you need is water and rinse it until it's not slimy anymore.
Yeah.
No, you just
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, but the soap thing to me is wild. Like I don't understand where this came from. I know where it
I know
came
what-
from.
that's
It's like retardville. Which
Yeah,
is
It came from a 20-something who's never cooked a damn meal for themselves ever in their life.
what it came from is TikTok, and the problem with TikTok is just like it's so easy to get a lot of views for something really stupid, and then a bunch of kids are watching this like this is how you. It's literally like it's a TikTok video teaching people how to cook or prepare chicken, and that's in it. So not only is that person retarded, they've
I've
just
seen the
spawned a bunch of
videos where
Anyone who
retards.
tries it after is also retarded.
I've seen videos actually on Facebook or even TikTok watching videos. There's this I think she's doing it as a joke, but she's like, here's how you make water soup.
Oh yeah, that's a parody account. Yeah.
So there are people out there making fun of shit,
Yeah, but
doing those kinds of things,
So,
like
like-
eating Tide Pods and shit, or
So, Heather, do you know the rice guy, like the wash your rice guy on
Yes,
TikTok?
I love him.
Okay. Yes. There was one that I seen one time where this girl, she was like, "Oh, the wash your rice guy is gonna be really happy with me because I'm washing my rice." She was washing it with Dawn dish soap, and he just made a video.
I
and
saw
he
that
just,
one. He
Yeah, he
damn near
just
gave himself an aneurysm in that video. Oh my
He just
god.
fucking stared for the longest time, and he's like,
His eye twitched. He even had the eye twitch
Yeah.
going. Fucking great.
I gotta see this.
I honestly
he's
feel.
an Asian guy,
Oh my
which makes it even
God.
fucking better.
No, honestly, like when
Yeah.
I heard that they're gonna ban TikTok, I'm like, thank the Lord. I think TikTok.
I like
It's not going
I like
anywhere.
TikTok.
I think
but
TikTok is just like
I
And-
like
It's
it.
pure brain rot.
it's a
That's
net.
all it
It's a net
Yeah.
negative for everybody involved.
I like.
Yes,
I
there's
like
some fun
TikTok, but
things
I
on there,
do-
but like we said before, the negative way overpowers the
Outweighs
positive.
the positive. Yeah.
I like TikTok, but I honestly think that there should be a very, very, very strict age code.
For some reason, I
or
keep
like an
seeing the
age
same.
restriction on that,
the
and I
same-
think it should be at least 21 years old.
Well, fuck. Realistically, it's made for people that are Down syndrome, but like I keep seeing the
Maybe that's
same
why I like it so
video.
much.
I would
Like,
actually prefer if more Down syndrome people made TikToks.
I actually think
That's
TikTok should
true.
be a Down syndrome platform.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Because that's what it is. Uh,
I gotta go later. You guys are killing me.
I'll be there in a minute. My head's
Yeah.
fucking pounding like a motherfucker.
oh, it's time. It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy the Afterbirth?
And see how we really speak to each other. Not like Notebooks Given, where we had to go from story beat to story beat to story beat.
I mean,
We
we're
just-
kind of talking about story
conversation.
beats, but this is it.
Yeah,
This
no, our
podcast.
conversations are fucking
all over the
goddamn
place.
So,
They carry their own story beats.
Yeah.
Or not.
They do. They just don't
maybe we
float.
should just make a show.
Fucking
Maybe we
all.
should just make a show that and just call it "Fuck It."
Well, that will never be seen on YouTube.
Not with that title, but we
No,
can name it Defo.
Mhm.
we could call it "Bucket."
Bucket?
Bucket.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Better than
Then again-
Afterbirth.
Then again, No Bucks Given was pretty much the exact same thing.
I
so-
know. It's coming back.
Yeah.
In a
Maybe.
different
Great
form.
name for a show. Great.
Maybe.
We're not-
Perhaps.
We're
Maybe
not,
not.
we're not gonna worry about what's on the news unless it pops up in conversations that we're having. But it's gonna be like this.
We're not even going to try to make
Yeah,
the
we're
show
just
look
gonna
good.
bullshit.
It's just going to be this. And it's always somebody's birthday, so that's going to stay.
No, I actually think that if we ever do bring back No Bucks Given, I think that we should have like at least 4 or 5 different things.
That's
to
how
originally
that
talk
idea
about.
started, but then it became all news.
I don't have time.
Right, but like I think we should have at least 4 or 5 different topics or whatever. That way we
Let's
can
see
have,
what
like,
New Bucks Given was. The problem
Like,
was
listen to
nobody
me,
fucking
that-
gave me
that-
topics, and the day was happening, and I'm like, I have to create the thumbnail. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
But that's because we ended up getting sucked into like the news topics and shit. Like
No,
by
nobody
topics,
gave me
I didn't
anything.
mean-
It was literally an hour before the show went live, and I'm like, I gotta make the thumbnail after finishing work, and nobody said anything. And I was like, okay, well, what are we talking about? How
Well, in
can I
my
make the thumbnail?
defense, I was probably sleeping because I had to work.
In your defense space.
But, No Bucks Given was supposed to be. We had 1 or 2 topics to start the conversation off, and then flow off and be like this. And then instead, it turned
Right.
into news topics.
Well, I wouldn't get them until like 2 minutes before the fucking show, and it's like, well, I guess we gotta do work after work. Fuck that.
I gave ideas and put them in.
Heather was the only one really. Well, Gina every now and then, and some
Nobody's
people. It's definitely
Hey,
your
I
fault,
tried.
JP. Definitely JP's fault.
It was my fault. I'm the one that turned the conversation.
You bad,
I'm
bad.
going to bed.
Good night.
Get out of here,
Good night,
you filthy
JP.
animal.
All right.
All right, now for the afterbirth. No. All right, guys. Alpha says, "Yep. If anything, I'd rather this over the news topic." Yeah, you know what?
We all would, but
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So maybe we'll do a
it's still
couple.
raining.
Oh God.
Sorry.
No,
I
I'm
mean, it's
terrible.
definitely gonna ring here tomorrow because on top of my headache and you just getting over your rainstorm.
Maybe we'll
gonna
do
die tomorrow.
future afterbirths, or we'll call it bucket. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. Have a good night. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Jerkin, Alpha, Philly, Night All, and anybody else that was in there earlier. Peace out, guys. Much love. Space.
Fuck space.